Tua Tagovailoa met with the media. We'd been waiting for this. We didn't know when he was going to be cleared and if he was going to play. Do they want him to play? Does the commissioner want him to play? How much of a role does his family play in him needing to play, wanting to play? Does he wear a guardian cap? Like, there's a lot of things in play here and a whole lot of money with Tua Tagovailoa. So here's some questions that Tua was asked yesterday at the press conference.
Will you wear a guardian cap?
Nope.
Why?
Personal choice.
Okay. I need a little bit more gray area. I need a little bit more of a, you know what? I've tried it, didn't like the feel of it, but I won't rule it out. Like, that feels like no way I'm going to look like that. That's soft. Not going to do that. Play the next one.
You said it's obviously your decision, and you have so much more information than we do. But how much risk do you think you're taking to play again?
Well, how much risk do we take when we get up in the morning to go drive to work, get into a car crash? Maybe, I don't know. Everything I think takes risk. So, to answer that question, every time we all suit up, we're all taking a risk that we could potentially get hurt, whether it's a concussion, a broken bone, anything. You get up off of the bed the wrong way, you potentially could risk you spraining your ankle. There's just risk in any and everything, and I'm willing to play the odds. That's it.
Okay, I can drive to work, but I'm not playing football. And yes, we all run that risk of something happening here. We're trying to reduce the number of risks that we have when it comes to our health. He is driving to work, but he's also playing football. We know that he's had probably 4 concussions, maybe more than that. Who knows what he had in high school or the number of concussions documented at Alabama. And look, I'm not here to be all-knowing and be a father figure here. He's young. There's a lot of money at stake. I don't know if he cares. And we have a lot of former players who are giving their opinions. Now, I respect them because they played. But they all are done playing. If they were 25 or 26 years of age, they would probably be saying what Tua is saying. Play the next cut from the press conference, Marv.
There were a lot of people out there legitimately worried about your health and making sure that you're okay.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say to those that are worried that you might get hurt again and this is something that's going to continue?
I appreciate your concern. I really do. I love this game, and I love it to the death of me. That's it.
Okay. It's hard to, without sounding insensitive, it's hard to care if he doesn't care. And these players are so interchangeable. When you think about our fandom, and I've been watching the NFL for over 50 years, they all come and go. But I kind of know how this movie ends. You hope it's not Dave Durison or Junior Seau. And, you know, to be around these players. And, you know, I have a friend who played, and he's not all there. He is not all there. You can tell that there are moments when he just checks out or he doesn't hear. And it's right in front of you. But he's a friend. So that's different. Like, I don't know Tua. You know, some of these other, Dave Durison, I didn't know him. I knew Junior Seau. But if I told you that it was coming, would you still choose to play? And, you know, there's no lawsuits anymore. You're choosing to play. It's a dangerous sport. But you could say, if I could say to Tua, hey, when you're 45 years of age, you're going to deal with this. I don't know if it would matter. I think the player mentality is, I play. This is how I got to this point. I play. I love it. You're thinking with your heart that you love this sport. But you just, you know, I was around Jim McMahon when Jim was suicidal. And it was there was nothing you could do. Like, he had already played the game. Now, he's since gotten help, and he's in a far better place than he ever was. But you're around these people. And, you know, I have the fortune and misfortune of being around them sometimes. But Tua, in his background, how he grew up, his heritage, does that play a role in this? It probably does. I don't think you show a sign of weakness. And he wants to play. I know there's a lot of money at stake, and I can't put that to the side. And I can't expect him to put that to the side because he's probably thinking, you know, there's $72 million here. I can play. And remember the whole jiu-jitsu and knowing how to fall, and I said that is nonsense. How did he get hurt? He lowered his head and ran into Damar Hamlin. This has nothing to do with jiu-jitsu. The defensive player coming in to sack you doesn't go, oh, he's going to know how to fall if I hit him really hard. Or he's going to say, Myles Garrett's coming after me. I know how to fall. It doesn't work that way. All right, play. Play. The thing I worry about is when you see somebody get their bell rung and all of a sudden their arms freeze up and they don't know where they are and they're shaking their head. And you can tell me it's an ankle. You can tell me it's a knee. You can tell me anything. But we all know. And he's susceptible to more concussions. So did I think this was going to happen? Yes, I did. I wasn't surprised. Talked to somebody at the Players Association off the record, and, you know, there's some real concern because of the optics of this. You want the league to protect your players, but the players have to protect themselves too. And this person said to me, we've talked to him, but that's all you can do. And he knows that he's getting paid, and the Dolphins need him. I mean, that's bottom line. This is business. It is. And I don't know what we would do. I would probably play if I was 25. But at 25, I knew nothing. But if I was getting paid this, I'm the quarterback, I've had concussions, so what? I mean, I did stupid things athletically when I should have, you know, shut it down and had surgery. I waited 10 years to have knee surgery. And then I had 5 knee surgeries in the span of 7 years after that. And now I have a replacement knee. That's just me, you know, doing low-level athleticism. He's playing in the NFL. You've had these concussions. They're going to be there. You're going to hold your breath. Every single you're going to watch him play. Unfortunately, he'll be must-see TV for all the wrong reasons. And that's because of this. Now, I can say, if that was my son, you know what I would say to my son? I don't want you playing anymore. You got money, you got $75 million in the bank. Let's think long term. Let's think bigger picture here. That doesn't mean he would do it. And I don't know if Tua's dad says, hey, you can play. Continue to play. Okay. But it certainly sounds like his resolve is, I'm going to play. Hey, I love this game. Until I die, I love this game. There is no hesitation. And you know what? He couldn't go to that press conference and be in doubt. He couldn't give you any of that, well, I don't know. Hey, I gave it some thought. I mean, he has to give a confidence level that he probably has never given before. Whether he believes it or not, he has to sell that. Hey, this is who I am. I'm playing. Hey, if you worry about my health, I'm still playing. That's okay. Yes,
Yeah, like I don't really have a problem with him still wanting to play at all. That any other conversations about his long-term health, that's like between him, the team, and like his wife and kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's really where that, other than that, I couldn't care less. You can't tell somebody, you could say like, hey, if you wear this cap, it might help you. And he's like, nah, that's all right. I'm good. All right, man, that's your choice. I mean, if you kind of want to do that, then then go ahead. You can't get that out of somebody, you know?
And I think he's married.
He's married and has kids.
Yeah, so those are personal conversations. Yeah, I just have seen this end. I know how these things end. And even if let's say he has let's say he doesn't have any concussions the rest of his life in the NFL. But 20 years from now, I mean, this doesn't go away. And I think that's what was alarming to me is I'm friends with somebody who probably hasn't had a concussion in 25 years, but still has the aftershocks, still deals with things, loss of memory. We had Merrill Hodge on the show many, many years ago. Hodge played running back in the NFL. He told me that he got lost in his own neighborhood, going around the block in his car. He couldn't get back home. He forgot to get back home. It's there. It's there for a lot of players. It's there for players you have no idea who they are. They played in college. I mean, it's there. This is front and center. He's making a lot of money. He plays for the Dolphins. You know, the NFL is center stage, and concussions have been really, really important part here. But I understand what he's saying. I do. And I would probably do the same thing if I was his age. I probably would. Yes, Eden.
Yeah, like, right, like, if he doesn't want to wear the helmet, like, okay, that's your choice. If you want to still keep playing, like, I actually respect him being up there, like, it's my personal choice. I don't really care. I still want to play. I love this game. You know, it's when you start throwing into the mix of those things, I respect everything about what he just said until he was just like, well, hey, I mean, you wake up and get out of bed the wrong way, then you might die. Now you just sound stupid.
Yes.
You sound like you're being an absolute moron when you say things like, hey, I mean, you drove here, right? Didn't you take a risk? So you just sound like an idiot now, and now there's no respect for what you're saying.
Yeah, he doesn't need to say, don't bring us in. It's
How many people die getting up out of bed every day?
I mean, he has to just acknowledge, look, I don't lead a normal life. There are inherent risks with what I do. I signed up for that.
Right.
And I will continue to play until I can't play. I appreciate everybody and their concern. But this is about me, my job, teammates, family, and I have a commitment to them. And I'm going to continue that. If you say that, okay, you're going into battle. When Dale Earnhardt Sr. died, Dale Jr. continued to drive. Didn't think about not. So we have these moments. These athletes are just different. They have to be different. And Tua is certainly sounding that way.